Welcome to a special edition of 2K TV.
The wait is almost over. We are just days away from 2K Day and the launch of NBA 2K21.
And if you can't wait, you can get early access to the NBA 2K21 demo right now. Here's how you get started.
And just about to get underway as the starting five. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for teams.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Doncic. He's out there with Curry. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Porzingis. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4. And for Atlanta, Young and Huerter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the pivot, manning the middle. Pass to Collins. Right at the free throw line. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Collins. And tonight, Brent, classic battle of pivot men. Talk about some of your favorite center matchups historically.
Well, we hear a lot and we see a lot in terms of the nostalgia of Wilt Chamberlain going up against Bill Russell. I remember years watching in front of the television Hakeem Olajuwon playing against David Robinson in some Western Conference battles. I don't know that we're going to see that much in the next 4 or 5 years, Kevin. We know where the game is going, and those post matchups end up becoming somewhere near the three-point line nowadays.
2 on the clock, and Seth Curry is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. It's Young on the wing, guarded by Doncic. Shot's good from Young.
Everyone expects him from long range. Nice to see him in the mid-range get something done.
Outside Hardaway. This one for 3. You can't get that one to fall. And Atlanta will go the other way. Here's Collins. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets. Curry kicks to Hardaway. Doncic outside. And Capella sends it back. They retain possession. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Young taking his time here. Out to the right wing. Here's Huerter, guarded by Curry. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hunter, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Trae Young. He's putting up 29 points a game, 9 assists and 4 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders. When he is in the game, great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. The Mavericks shooting their first free throw of the night. Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
Now, here's Hunter. Last game we saw him score 13. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And then for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. DeLon Wright comes in for Seth Curry. And Trey Burke subbed in for Doncic. Out to Hardaway. Back to Marjanovic. Out left to the wing. Burke, the pass to Wright. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Ring shot on the way. Burke can't get it to go.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, Always surprising to see him miss from there.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Dedmon with the block.
We've got to respect the wingspan that time of Dwayne on that end. Look, you go up like that and you're a dead man.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Carter with the three. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. You look at the Hawks. Their season nearly over unless a form of miracle happens.
And you know, right now for Atlanta, they're going to stumble towards the finish line this season with the playoffs nowhere near a possibility.
And you have to wonder just how different this team will look next season, from players to possibly coaches, maybe every level of the organization.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. J.J. Barea is checked in for Hardaway. Mavericks trail by 3. Tries it from 19. Misses off the right iron. Hawks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed in there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part. And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
A nice shot by Barea.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Teague finds Dedmon. Back to Teague. And it's slammed in by Teague.
Well, we all know that Jeff Teague is one of the quickest guys in a game, and sometimes when he picks up that much speed, he can also get up and finish.
Right outside. Just 3 on the clock. He takes it up and lays it in.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. You may not remember Vince Carter traded on draft night for his college team.
So as I'm sitting back there, it's like there's been a trade.
The 5th and 6th picks in the draft, both of them went on to great careers.
And draft day trades happen all the time, but being traded for your college teammate, pick apart, that's pretty unique.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
You've got Reddish. Teague out there with Bembry. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Fernando in at the power forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Love how Jeff Teague did not fear that attempt. He was amongst the trees, but it did not affect the shot. Well, some people looking at Atlanta and their situation in terms of the rebuild and wondering what direction they would go. They've made some pretty solid picks. Got John Collins at the 19th pick as a foundation piece, and then obviously drafting Trae Young and Kevin Huerter, relying on shooting on the perimeter and things moving along.
And it looks like, yep, it's the coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
You have to really like his energy getting to the rim there. Shocked that he blew the dunk, but you know most times he's going to posterize his man.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
Young pass to Fernando. In the corner, Collins with it. Atlanta again missing. Mavericks trail by 3, and the pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Hardaway. Here's Doncic. Outside for Curry. Pass to Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. Fires for 3. And Seth Curry gets the 3. Curry's got it all tied up now for the Mavs. There's a lot of talk, Brent, about eliminating divisions, something that's been discussed. Do you think that's going to happen?
I don't understand what the divisions are, do you?
No. We don't pay attention to the divisions.
We don't pay any attention to the divisions.
It's all about conference.
And we know that divisions end up helping in some ways with the playoff seedings, but it just seems strange today to have the divisions the way they are divided up. I think it helps when you're opening up a fish wrap in the morning if you check a traditional newspaper, but otherwise, that could be something that goes away soon.
Outside Collins. Passes it to Fernando. To stop the run. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Fast break, the Hawks. And here we go. Here's Herter. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Curry kicks to Finney-Smith. Launches it. And that one is off. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. It's a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
Yeah, and they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
Yeah, that's not an assignment that I want there, Kevin. I'd rather do math homework than to try and cover that guy.
The Hawks trail by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
In the corner, Herter with it. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And with that 3-ball, he puts a halt to the 12-point run by the Mavs.
The Mavericks have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Pick up the pace, get the 2-for-1 here.
Be smart, but execute at the same time. Let's see what they do. No way he's going to pass that shot up. He is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Hunter. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Now, how about the strength and focus on that one? It's clear Hunter up to the challenge at finishing on a physical defense.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Last outing for the Hawks, it was a loss to New York. Right side. On the money from 12 feet away. 7 seconds left here in the second. Here's Reddish. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And that'll do it for the first half. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to a competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period. Thanks for joining us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Mavericks, they've got Porzingis. Curry is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Finney-Smith in at the power forward. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. A 2-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Porzingis with the block.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
Here's Finney-Smith. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. 4 on the clock. Doncic, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Collins finds Young. Tipped away. Doncic with the steal. Curry outside. It doesn't go for him. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. In the corner, it's Capella. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And coming from a background with player development for head coach Lloyd Pierce.
Well, I think he's great at just being a cheerleader and a confidence builder for this young team. I believe that to be a good fit here in Atlanta. He brings a great hands-on approach, and very, very important for him to think about player development as these young guys grow together. And Porzingis out there and hustling in transition to get the nice finish.
Doncic against Young. Pass to Capella. Back to Young. Clock at 6. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. Let's take a look at Dallas. They're in 7th. They're looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs.
And you know, for the Mavericks, this season has definitely qualified as a success for them. Their failures were well documented a year ago, and this year the ups clearly outweighing the downs.
Well, there was no way you were going to limbo under the bar that was set for them coming into this season so low. Just about anything other than a last place finish would have been considered a success. It's just terrific that they've gotten themselves into playoff contention.
For Dallas, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And the Hawks making a change here. Reddish is checked in. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Dallas. Burke comes in for Hardaway. Here's Reddish. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Here's Porzingis, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Porzingis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, you want Porzingis, especially with that kind of size, if you're the coaching staff, to go in and dominate on the glass. Do something on the interior. You're seeing that now.
Inside, Capella. It counts, and the foul. It's on Porzingis.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Teague's checked in for Bembry. Dallas also making some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. And Barea subbed in for Doncic. And that one's good. Burke's got his first points of the game. You know, so many great dribblers, ball handlers in this league right now. Who's the best at shooting off the bounce?
Well, 3 prime candidates to do that, Kevin, exist at the point guard position, and I put James Harden in the point guard category with how much he has the ball. Harden, Kyrie, Steph Curry, three great names that are able to find their way to get the ball into the shooting pocket. No matter where they move, off the dribble, finding consistency. It's a really sought-after attribute in the players who are coming up.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for the Mavericks. The pass to Burke. 55 seconds left to play in the third. It's good from long range. Burke's got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Right side Teague. Shoots over Burke. That's tipped. One-on-one fast break. Here's Kleba, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
T kicks to Capella. Shot to stop the run, and too long on the shot. Outside Curry. To the paint. Here's Kleba. Chalk up 2 there. And now a 10-point Dallas lead.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And so it's Dallas going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Carter out there with Collins, and it's Teague in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Reddish dishes to Teague. Banked in off the glass. Teague's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for Atlanta.
And while Teague definitely gets bodied a little on the drive, he shows tremendous strength to play through it, rise up, and make that one.
Here's Burke. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Here's a look at the schedule now for Dallas. On Saturday, they'll head back home to host the Phoenix Suns. Then on Monday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And when you look at the Kings matchup, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
Hunter's checked in for the Hawks. Trae Young comes in for Jeff Teague. Then for the Mavericks, Zinkis is checked in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Maxi Kleba. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Wright. Kept alive. Finney Smith passes to Doncic. Takes a 3. Cans it from downtown.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Here's Herter. His 3-pointers off the mark. Mavericks leading by 10. Knocked away. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. The Mavericks also with a sub. Berea's checked in. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Collins kicks to Young. Doncic with the steal. Porzingis against Capella. And now here comes Collins leading the break. Young for 3. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Well, he just nailed his second 3 of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The Hawks trail by 9. Outside Collins. From deep. Offensive rebound. Capella, the second chance effort. And he sinks the layup.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Pass to Berea. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Collins. The first one falls. And both free throws good for Berea. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Collins trying to break free. And it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, Kevin, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Seth Curry comes in for J.J. Barea. Young passes to Capella. Fires the 3. Kicks it to Hunter. Over Hardaway. Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Hunter.
Well, we saw this from Hunter in the tournament. When Virginia won the championship, he was a clutch performer.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
A problematic or an Achilles heel for a lot of young bigs is consistency from the free throw line. Really hasn't been a problem for Porzingis. That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here's Doncic. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Doncic with the steal. Passes to Porzingis. Outside Curry. For the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Dallas.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Luka Doncic.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Here's Capella. Tries again. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. "20 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Porzingis kicks to Kleber. Pass to Hardaway. Now Curry. And that's an intentional foul.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
Shooting for Dallas. 7.
So it gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. 6 seconds left in the fourth. Young for three. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Dallas winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know,
Thank you, David. Great interview.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Once you pick your jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play 1 test game for each one. In the NBA 2K21 demo, you can also hit a quick game. That's right, you'll be able to play 5 total games with access to 4 stacked teams.
We're going to break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Dallas. Right now at the playoffs started, they would have the 7th seed. And, of course, Portland, just a couple spots back.
And when I look at Dallas, what a nice turnaround this season has been for them compared to just a year ago. They couldn't afford to suffer through another campaign like that.
They did a very good job putting that in the rear view and moving forward this season. They still have a long way to go to be considered a top team, but they've definitely made progress.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Curry is out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4th spot. And for the Trailblazers, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position.
Luka Doncic can pass it, shoot it, drive it, and he does it all with great flair.
Passes it to Nurkic. Looking for Anthony and gets it there. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot by Collins, no good. And you see some of the shots that Doncic knocks down. Doris, the degree of difficulty is off the charts.
It is, Kevin, but the skill I love the most is his passing. It doesn't matter if it's a hook pass, a lob. He has the strength to hit the weak side corner, and this guy loves delivering in the big moments. It is so fun to watch him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball, following the score by Dallas. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay? You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
Anthony on the wing. Rebounded by Hardaway. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Curry, good.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. The pass to Collins. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Great tee that time from Curry.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Pass to Finney-Smith. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. No good from outside. Trailblazers trail by 6. Pass to Collins. Nurkic up top. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. It's Anthony with the drive. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you. And you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst. Breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you chose?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Portland with the ball after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Here's Simons. Burke covering. Simons, the pass to Little. Here's Simons. Three-pointer. The rebound by Marjanovic. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
Right with the double team. Simons, the pass to Hezonja. Here's Trent. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Simons. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Dallas leading by 3. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And Doncic, here we go.
There's a burst that allows Luka Doncic to be effective on his drives. You're not going to catch him standing around. This guy is in attack mode.
To the wing right side. Trent passes to Hezonja. Here's Trent. Here's the 3. No good. Shot missing. And that does it for the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 5. From Portland, we're back in a moment. The leadership mantle, something that Damian Lillard welcomed.
A lot of responsibility when things go.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
Yeah, I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
Hezonja at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then it's Little. And it's Trent in at the 2-guard spot. They're the group the Portland Trail Blazers will start the second quarter with. Out to Anthony. Fires at the elbow. Portland again missing.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Right. They get a hand on it.
You know, 2 things happen there. Excellent coverage on the shot, and then finish the possession securing the boards.
That one goes in, and it's 6 points for Damian Lillard.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Kleber kicks to right. They get the rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Marjanovic has got the lead up to 8 now for Dallas.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Passes it to Trent. Outside Anthony. 6 to shoot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, nice use of the up fake there. Melo got him to fight.
First trip to the line for him here. First one falls for him.
Well, you think the ownership style of the Mavericks, something the league had to adjust to. Very active, very outspoken. Sometimes I think that rubbed people the wrong way. But now you get the sense it's almost the new normal.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Wright, and Curry subbed in for Trey Burke. Dallas shooting their first free throw tonight, and so he hits the technical free throw.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Seth Curry has found his footing in this league. He gains more and more confidence every year.
And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. They trail by 7. And the Mavericks, we know, have been trendsetters, investing in development and in technology.
Kevin, they have always been on the cutting edge of data collection and then using that data to give them a competitive advantage. When you're in a business, it's always about what's next. How can I be better?
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Yes, that goes in. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Now, I'll tell you, J.J. Barea has the ball on a string. Listen, we know he's got a diminutive size, but his movements on the dribble, that's a big man's game.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 8. Right side, the pass to McCollum. Here's Lillard, and Portland again with the bucket. Mavericks leading by 5. Barea finds Porzingis. Outside for Curry. From outside the arc. Rebound by the Trailblazers. This time they faced off. It was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense. Well, being aggressive and assertive, the big man snatching the rebound.
And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. Kazanya, he's checked in for Whiteside. Little comes in for Anthony. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And then for Dallas, Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Maxi Kleber. And Luka Doncic subbed in for J.J. Barea. Greg, let's take a look at Nasir Little. More power and athleticism at this point than skill, wouldn't you say?
I mean, no doubt. As an amateur, he could rely on the physical gifts to dominate. But in the NBA, you have to be able to shoot and handle with confidence. I think Little will get there because he has a tremendous work ethic.
We've got 1:08 left to play here in the second quarter. He tries for 3. The shot misses. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Curry passes to Finney-Smith. Here's Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Mavericks leading by 5. Floats it up for Doncic. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Here's Simons. He has 5. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Porzingis. The Trailblazers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Marjanovic comes in for Hardaway, and it's Wright in for Curry.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Back to Wright. Over Trent. Porzingis with the ball. He has 5. Here's Doncic. And a miss there on the triple. And so that's the end of the first half. It's Dallas.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first. Thanks for joining.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. They've got Curry. He's out there with Luka Doncic. Hardaway is out there with Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4 side. Pocket 2. Lillard from outside. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
about the height and the length and the athleticism of Kristaps Porzingis. Barely has to jump to throw that down.
Collins finds Lillard, lays it up and banks it in. Lillard's got 12 in the game. Who are some of the up-and-coming shooting guards in the league that you have noticed have got a very high ceiling?
Well, I'm going to mention two guys who I think could be considered combo guards, guards who can play one or two, and who I think their organizations are still trying to figure out their best position. But two of the most dominant young guards in the league who are going to be a problem for over a decade, Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell. Both guys can create their own shot. Both can get off the dribble drive. Both could light you up for over 50 a night. Devin and Donovan, two names to keep an eye on.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. Whiteside's checked in for Portland. Dallas also making some changes. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Burke in for Doncic. Burke, the pass to Porzingis. Nifty move.
Well, with Kristaps Porzingis, you love not only the skill, but the passion he plays with. You would never use the descriptor passive with this guy.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
You know, there was so much hype around Kristaps Porzingis once he got off to a great start in his first year. And you just want to see him continue to grow and add dimensions to the offensive game every year. What's next? We'll see.
Whiteside dishes to Collins. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Collins has got his first bucket in this one. And with Porzingis, as Doris, you mentioned, that energy he has is contagious.
Well, he is the prototypical modern NBA big, right? Porzingis can run the floor in transition. He can face up and shoot with range. He can put it on the deck, and he can play out of the post. What more could you ask?
Count that one.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Outside Curry. A pass to Porzingis. Poke loose.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Hardaway with a wide open look. And he makes good on his first shot of the game. Hardaway has got the lead up to 11 now for Dallas. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
Mario Hezonja's checked in for Collins. Dallas also making some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. DeLon Wright comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Barea subbed in for Curry. Now here's Burke. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And Wright kicks to Burke. There's the pass to Marjanovic. Over Whiteside. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat guard from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
Portland again missing. Dallas leading by 9. Wright with it. Lillard picks him up. Barea kicks to Burke. Wright, the pass to Marjanovic. To the left wing. 5 to shoot. Here's Kleber, and he's able to get it back. Three-pointer right. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. Doncic comes in for Trey Burke. It's stolen by Marjanovic. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by Doncic.
Well, Doncic's terrific floor vision in the open floor. He also understands how to be the guy to finish.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Here's Doncic. The Blazers getting the bucket to the inside. Marjanovic, good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 5 assists in the game. Lillard against Doncic. Ford passes to Whiteside. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Lasagna's shot is off. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Good work there as it goes.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Cullen passes to Whiteside. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. Gets it off. No good on that one. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Mavericks lead by 13. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the floor for Portland, we've got Damian Lillard. Hezonja is out there with Whiteside, and it's Trent in at shooting guard. And the dunk by Doncic.
Well, Luka Doncic has every skill necessary to be a difference maker on the boards. Let's begin with his great size.
Here's Trent. 17-foot shot on the way. Hezonja's shot is off. Mavericks leading by 15. Marjanovic passes to Wright. Doncic with it. Three-pointer. Marjanovic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Lillard, the pass to Whiteside. Doncic against Lillard. Here's Trent. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Whiteside. A rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 9 rebounds now tonight.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Trent gets the bucket.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Throws it up high. It's tipped. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Zach Collins checked in for Portland. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Hezonja. And then for Dallas, Porzingis is checked in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Seth Curry in for DeLon Wright. Here is Lillard after Luka Doncic hitting the 3.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Over Collins. They get it back. Porzingis on the follow. And the Mavericks lead by 20.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Doncic with the steal. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And Anthony gets it to go. As you and I were just talking about this, as more and more players are going public with their trade requests, do you think that's had a negative impact on the game?
Well, Kevin, I certainly think it makes long-term planning for NBA franchises a lot more difficult because contractually we are not seeing them hold true to the particular organization they may have signed that contract with. The reality is this in today's NBA. You've got to be nimble as an organization, and you have got to be attractive to them. And I mean that with great ownership, great leadership, and who are the players currently in your system. You have got to be incredibly nimble to be successful in today's NBA.
I think you're right on. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Mavericks.
One of the areas that has been critical for them, the second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Luka Doncic.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. No good with the triple. Pass to McCollum. Back to Collins. Three-pointer Lillard. That one, no good. And it's Dallas the other way. 22 is their biggest lead. Curry dishes to Doncic. Back to Curry. And no good that time. Great D that time from Nurkic. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And they pick up 2.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Lob pass to Porzingis. Stolen by McCollum. Lillard from outside. The putback. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
Curry looking it over. Can they get it? So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. They came in here and took care of business like, all right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
to get started in the NBA 2K21 demo, get my player started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more championship rings?
Yeah, I was going to talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument, and I really don't have anything to say about it, unfortunately. So that's a low blow.
So I'm going with the Celtics.
I'm going to go with the Lakers.
Houston, Texas.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and thanks for joining us on Noche La NBA. And we got a chance now to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers and what has been the trend for Harden.
The drop in his assists over the past few years have made him more of a one-dimensional player offensively. He needs to get that passing element back in his game, and that'll make life a lot more difficult for opposing defense.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Seth Curry is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Hardaway, and there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the four-man position. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. PJ Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the small forward.
Well, I tell you what, you just cannot help but be in awe of the offensive dominance James Harden has had over the last few years. I mean, he's done so much for this team and done it with both his scoring and playmaking.
It's hauled in by Porzingis. And here are the Mavericks now. And Doncic, here we go. Pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Porzingis. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Drains it from beyond the arc. And when you look at usage rates, Harden is the offense for this team.
Yeah, you look at Harden's numbers over the last few years, and it has been absolutely ridiculous what he's done. I mean, there's no player who's had a better three-year stretch in the history of the league. 30-plus points per game seasons the last few years, the near triple-double the year before. I mean, he's a marked man for every opponent, and he's still been able to put up these kinds of numbers. Absolutely amazing.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
Hardaway Jr. rises and fires with great confidence from there.
It's Westbrook with the drive to the middle. Here's Tucker. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
Yeah, that's a good one there, man. I tell you, I appreciate the effort, but he overdid it just a bit there. He needed to get called for the foul.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Right side Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Clock at 4. Rebound by House.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Here's Covington. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And the level of detail that Robert Covington approaches defense with is just phenomenal. He is always prepared for his matchup.
Yeah, and that's why he's an outstanding defender, Kevin, because he's got the physical attributes. He's got excellent speed and quickness for a guy of his size, good length and strength, outstanding hands, but he does a nice job of studying his opponent.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Doncic feeling it out. Here's Finney Smith, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. We know you have great passion for the game of basketball. Any passions that our fans may not know about?
Yeah, I enjoy golf. I'm an avid reader. As you well know, Kevin, we actually share book titles on occasion. Obviously, food is universal, and there's nothing I turn down. I try to eat certain things in moderation, but I enjoy board games, too. In terms of sports, I'm a fan of football, both college and pro. Enjoy playing golf, and board games and reading probably are what occupy my time.
Pass to Clemens, and stolen by Wright. Here's Finney Smith, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That'll be his second foul of the game. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Burke comes in for Doncic. Harden inside the three-point line. They get it back.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Here's Marjanovic. Count the basket.
Lovely dish by Columbus's own Trey Burke.
Rockets trail by 5. Here's Harden. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Dallas has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And that one's good. Marjanovic has got his second basket of the game.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Takes it out to Covington. Chandler trying to free himself up. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
And that's really good use of the catch and shoot. Outstanding by Covington. He's a quick decision maker, and he usually makes his decision as the pass is being thrown to him as to what kind of shot he's going to get off.
Rockets have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Now the pass to House. Feeds it to Covington. Here is House. Harden scanning the floor. Pass to Clemens. Here is House. Burke covering. And here's Harden for 3. Shot clock reset for the Rockets. And Chandler throws it down.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Kevin and Greg, hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound.
Here's Covington. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Boy, Covington has blinding speed, and he makes good use of it in the fast break opportunities.
Here's Kleber. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that concludes. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia.
My older brother, he was a big fan of him.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Marjanovic. Trey Burke is out there with J.J. Barea. Then it's DeLon Wright. And it's Kleber in at the 4. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
The great assessment, good report. Thank you so much.
Seth Curry's game in the mid-range area continues to look better, taking advantage of all opportunities.
Green, no luck. The Mavericks trailing, and even though you only see him in short spurts, Boban makes an impact. Clark went on the floor.
Yeah, Marjanovic is a huge guy, and he only plays limited minutes at a time. There's nothing small about this guy. He's an efficient scorer when he gets his chances, but just doesn't have the foot speed to be able to play significant minutes.
Houston making a switch here. Chandler's checked in. Then for the Mavericks, Porzingis comes in for Marjanovic. And Luka Doncic subbed in for J.J. Barea. Outside for Curry. And he's good on the three ball. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Pass to Chandler. Outside Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. And they get it. Houston needs to get a shot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
All right, a moment to see the stats for Kristaps Porzingis. An amazing run for him the second half of the season. Averaging about 23 points per, 11 rebounds. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Curry against Westbrook, and that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. This is a good chance here to look at the teams with the most second chance points of the season. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. In third, the Mavericks.
And just having a terrific year on the offensive glass, it's because everybody buys in. Not just the big men, but even the guards are getting in on the act.
You know, with Dirk Nowitzki retiring last season after a remarkable 21 years with the Mavericks, they are starting afresh, a new era, hoping budding superstar Luka Doncic can carry that mantle, and I think he's off to a great start in doing so.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Finney Smith's checked in. And you think of everything that Dirk Nowitzki has meant to the Mavericks. Clark, one team for his entire career.
An iconic Hall of Famer. You talk about 14 All-Star appearances and league MVP, 6th all-time in scoring. Most importantly, the franchise's first and only title in 2011.
Rivers passes to McLemore. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. The Rockets with another miss.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
No good from Finney Smith. Rivers against Doncic. Green taking his time here. The 11-footer, and Rivers gets it to go in on the assist by Green. Rivers has got the game tied up here for Houston. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Doncic against Westbrook. Outside Curry. Here's Doncic. Offline with his three.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
And the dunk by McLemore.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Right, he's checked in for Dallas. Burke comes in for Hardaway.
Guys, Doncic has great shooting mechanics, and he can knock it down from deep or just about from anywhere on the court.
Got a piece of it. Now, here's Burke. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Harden outside. Clemens. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. They never dug too deep a hole. And that'll do.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Robert Covington. What a contribution.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3 slot. They're the group for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half.
You know, no matter how you feel about James Harden, you've got to respect his love for the game. I mean, he absolutely lives and breathes basketball. And that passion has driven him to become the player he is today.
5 on the clock. Doncic, no good. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. It's a 3-point game. And it's in there. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
You know, fellas, I like the aggressiveness Porzingis is showing on the glass. I mean, getting good positioning and using that big body when shots go up, that's why he's boarding it well.
A lot of smart guys playing in the NBA right now, Clark. Any that you spot that could be a great future head coach in this game?
There are so many of them, Kevin, when you spend time around guys and watch how they carry themselves on the court. Usually you look at point guards because they're quarterbacks and coaches on the floor in many cases. CP3, I don't know if he has a desire to coach, but he certainly talks and feels the game as a coach. And Mike Conley, I think he too has the type of cerebral approach to the game that could lend itself to coaching.
It's an excellent starting list. Westbrook dishes to Chandler. Harden, that's good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Outside for Curry. Goes up at the stripe. Rockets with the rebound. Chandler's got his 6th rebound on the night. Covington passes to House. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. House has got the lead up to 7 now for the Rockets.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And here's Barea outside. Rockets with the rebound.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room. Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Curry kicks to Kleber. Pass to Porzingis. And there's the call on Chandler. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis, and it's Wright in for Seth Curry. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Dallas again missing.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Carroll passes to Clemens. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And the Rockets lead by 11.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Kleba's got 5 points so far.
Well, you know, for so long, Mike D'Antoni has been a vanguard on NBA offense. His teams have always played great offense, moving, spacing, dynamic players. Defense has not been at the level of offense, but I think he's actually improved as a coach in that area as well.
6 on the shot clock. Back to Carroll. And he makes good on the layup.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And Clark, part of it for D'Antoni is that he is delegating defensive duties.
Yeah, and I like that, Kevin. He's made sure to have a defensive coordinator on his staff, delegating that role and responsibility. He thinks and knows that his team is better off that way.
Rivers, he's checked in for Daniel House.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Rivers. And he overshot that one, missing. Mavericks trail by 10. Barea, the pass to Kleber. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And, you know, Barea is a capable floor general. Very good at setting the table for his teammates.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wright.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And the Rockets making a change here. Harden's checked in. It's good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
All alone. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And there's the pass to Marjanovic. A wide open look here for Wright. A three-pointer, no good. Houston leading by 10. Here's Clemens. Kleber with the rebound.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
The three.
Nice attention to detail on defense. Harden showing he wants to improve on this end of the court.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. They've got Wright. Luka Doncic out there with Burke. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4 slot. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Wright. Harden the pass to McLemore. Wright against Harden. And DeLon Wright hits the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Tyson Chandler is checked in for P.J. Tucker. And Dallas with a change here too. Porzingis is checked in. And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, a volume shooter, and Harden is aggressive and assertive at really trying to jumpstart himself. And when he does, watch out.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Burke with it, now defended by McLemore. Here's Doncic. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
You know what? It's really rare to see young players like Doncic have such offensive creativity in their games. Deadly from the mid-range.
Clemens. Burke covering. McLemore, the pass to Carroll. Harden against Wright. A baseline J. That shot no good. And it's Dallas the other way. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Doncic.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for DeLon Wright, and it's Seth Curry in for Trey Burke. Hardaway with a wide open look. Another 3 for Dallas.
Boy, that quick trigger mindset when Hardaway Jr. is firing away like this, you know he's feeling.
Here's Carroll. And he banks in the layup. And the Rockets lead by 6.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Finney Smith can't get it to go. Rockets have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Harden, no good. Mavericks trail by 6. Doncic with it. Now defended by McLemore. Porzingis kicks to Hardaway. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And that's 10 points for Tim Hardaway.
Outstanding execution that time. Hardaway Jr. loves being the guy they go to in these situations.
Inside. Here's Chandler. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Carroll passes to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Man, it's fun watching Harden use the pick and roll to his advantage, getting space off the screen and letting it fly with ease.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
That's exactly why they turn to Porzingis here, guys. They trust him to step up in big moments.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Passes it to House. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Harden. Mavericks with the rebound.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Houston leading by 4. Houston moving it around. Pass to Tucker. Back to Harden. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Houston?
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long. And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident that he'll be able to go up and knock those down.
Out to Doncic for 3. That's no good. He is 5 of 11 shooting from the field for the game. All going up court. The shot by House is no good.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Yep, it counts.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
Hardaway, it's good.
Yeah, he's got a great motor, Hardaway Jr. He does not need to be pushed to step up in big moments. He relishes it.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're up by 3. 9 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, James Harden.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
9 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Doncic outside. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Game time, hang time. Ruben the plug in the power, ayy. Came with a charge in my alley, ooh. Charge to the game like it's credit, Your team crowd need to edit, yeah. Ice T face so credit, hold up. Ooh, that's dead, need a minute, need a play to revive, let's get a shot pressing. Next say what I say, they got like 20 moves and like 100 problems. I'm James with a step back, throw that shot up, I don't miss often. No look, I had to boss up, get the post up.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Collins.
And his scoring numbers have been going in the right direction these past few years. He's gotten better and better at handling what those opposing defenses are throwing his way and finding ways to get his points all over the floor.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young in at the point. And for Dallas, we've got Luka Doncic. He's out there with Curry. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4. Now, here is Young. Here's Hunter. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Now the Mavericks with it.
You look at the Hawks franchise, moved to Atlanta in 1956. Since then, they've been unable to advance to the NBA Finals.
Porzingis, it's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
It's Young on the wing. It's rebounded by Dallas. Now with Atlanta, I think they wanted a fresh start a couple years ago, Steve, rather than be a middle-of-the-pack team.
Yeah, and a primary way to acquire stars is to reboot, dump salary, and nail your draft picks. Then, once you have the young nucleus in place, you add the veterans.
So it's the Hawks now. The Mavericks making the shot. The shot's good.
Trae Young's a crafty operator from mid-range, really from any range.
Doncic kicks to Hardaway. That 3 off the mark. Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Capella. Young outside. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Young left side. Clock at 6. Back to Collins. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Young's shot is off.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Curry passes to Hardaway. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Doncic with the steal. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
Shots good from Young.
The threat of Young's jumper forces defenders to play him close, making it easier for him to get by his man.
Up again, the rebound by Young. The Hawks trail by 4. Here's Herter. Capella trying to free himself up. And Herter gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scorers.
And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished, despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him.
On the wing, Hardaway. Here's Doncic, and he gets it to go. Doncic has got his second basket of the night.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And 1:01 left to play in the first quarter. With the shot, Young's shot is off. Dallas leading by 4. Here's Curry. It's rebounded by Herter.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
It's deflected. Doncic with the steal. Here's Porzingis with fast break chance. Floats it up for Doncic. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Passes to Capella. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That'll be his second foul of the game. 19 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And Wright kicks to Burke. Launches a 3. The shot comes out. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 5. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Volanos. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
On the court right now for the Hawks, you've got Reddish. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Carter. And there's Teague, and it's Bembry in at the shooting guard position. The pass to Marjanovic. Takes it off the glass. Marjanovic has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Mavs. And Teague's got the ball here for Atlanta. They trail by 7. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Dedmon passes to Bembry. Shoots over Barea. Bembry misses. Mavericks leading by 7.
This is year 2 for Lloyd Pierce as an NBA head coach. Still in his early 40s, the Hawks, the perfect opportunity for him to grow and develop alongside his players.
Here's Teague, following the score by Dallas. Pass to Bembry. Back to Teague. Shoots from 14. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And Coach Pierce works as an assistant general manager in the offseason. Steve able to learn that side of things and have a voice in acquisitions.
That's very important. They are building something special in Atlanta. He's going to play a big role in that as well.
Here's Bembry, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Dishes it to Dedmon. Bembry kicks to Dedmon. Teague against Wright. Pass to Reddish. Shoots the 3. A rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Kleba. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Kleba's got the lead up to 11 now for the man. Hawks have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Now here's Teague. Burke covering. Teague can't hit. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Teardrop shot. Barea with a wide open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Barea's got 5 now.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
And Teague has it in the corner. Carter finds Dedmon. Out to the right wing. 5 to shoot. Here's Reddish. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Players out there are either loved or hated by the fans. There's no in-between, Smitty. But when you take a look at divisive players in the league, who pops into your head?
Draymond Green, Russell Westbrook, LeBron James. There's some people who love him, and there's some people that hate him.
Sure.
Joel Embiid is starting to creep into that conversation. Those are some of the guys some people love him and some people hate him.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backcourt. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Passes it to Barea. Now here's Bird. Three-pointer right. The shot, no good. 1:12 left to play here in the half. Carter outside. The pass to Bembry. And Carter has it in the corner. From outside, off the mark.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for DeLon Wright. Seth Curry, he's checked in for J.J. Barea. And Doncic is subbed in for Trey Burke.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Here's Herter, guarded by Curry. Herter, no good. Now the Mavericks with it. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. And so it's Atlanta with it. It's a 16-point game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Collins. It's rebounded by Dallas. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Here's Doncic. Good on the three-point shot. Doncic has got 9 points.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy.
And so it's Dallas with a 19-point advantage heading into
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first. And that does it for our half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Doncic out there with Curry. Then there's Porzingis. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in a power forward. And here's Young from the arc. Mavericks with the rebound. Porzingis has got 7 rebounds in the game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Here's Capella. Out to the wing. Collins against Porzingis. Young passes to Herter. The Hawks working the ball around. From deep three-point range, Atlanta again missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Greg, as many expected, Porzingis getting a huge deal from Dallas to keep him a Mav for a long time.
Mavs feel he can be better than he was before the injury. Love the idea of pairing him long-term with Doncic. Signed him to a lengthy and sizable deal to be the core of their future.
Missed 4 straight shots now. At one point, do you have to call a timeout and regroup?
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
Shots good from Young.
Well, you need to start somewhere. After 4 straight misses this half, let's see if this gets them going.
Doncic. Rebound by the Hawks.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
In the corner, Herter with it. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Herter's got 5 now.
That's next level vision. Young could probably lead the league in assists if that were his goal.
Now here is Hardaway. D right on him. Young against Doncic. To the left side wing. And Finney-Smith gets it to go. 9 points in the game so far.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
From deep. And no good. And it's Dallas the other way. Bob pass to Porzingis. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Young against Doncic. In the corner, it's Hunter. From deep. Good on the triple. Hunter's got his first 3 points of the game.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Collins. And here's Young from the arc. It's deflected.
And not exactly quick off the floor, but Luka uses great anticipation to make defensive plays.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And it's Burke in for Luka Doncic. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Atlanta with the ball. Carter looking around. Fires the 3. A rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Wright, that's a 2-pointer. Offensive rebound Mavericks.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Kicks it to Reddish. Here's Fernando. Guarded by Marjanovic. Here's Reddish. Got a piece of it.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Wright finds Hardaway. Back to Wright. And here is Hardaway. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
That is. And so it's Dallas in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court right now for the Hawks. Bembry out there with Teague. Then it's Reddish. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Fernando in at the 4 slot. Great positioning on the putback.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
From the wing, and that one off the back of the rim and in. You know, Smitty, NBA referees, officials now have a presence on social media that's aiming at educating fans on calls and why they're made.
Yes, and I love it, Kevin, if you have these demos and talk about plays and games and situations that you're educating fans. It's just that fans look at it when these referees, who are human, miss calls, and then they want to re-show these plays that they miss, we still got to understand they're human and they're going to miss some calls.
Well said, Steve. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Jackson. Now here's Burke. Not a lot of room. Jackson finds Burke. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range, it's Dedmon with the rebound. Atlanta's shooting 27%. The offense is just embarrassing themselves. And Teague, here we go, lays it up off the glass. Teague's got his first basket of the night.
And if you give Teague a look at the lane, he'll take it without a second thought. He loves to drive to the rim.
Steve, it seems like criticism of NBA officials is reaching a very interesting level. We see players, coaches, and now even executives confronting these officials over their calls.
You know, I know we love the word transparency, but I think also for these referees, because of technology as well, we're seeing these players from so many different angles, and all we want to talk about if we're coaches and executives and players are the plays they miss. And I think that's what we're, putting too much energy in.
Fires top of the key. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Teague. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Reddish. Guarded by Jackson. Back to Teague. Pass to Graham. Hawks passing it around. Just 4 to shoot. From deep. Damian Jones is checked in for the Hawks. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Barea, the pass to Marjanovic. Back to Barea. Jackson from long range. Passes it to Kid Gilchrist. Jacks up a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Kid Gilchrist has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Teague can't hit. Mavericks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. And there's the pass to Kid Gilchrist. On the wing, Lee. From downtown, Jackson from long range. Atlanta with the rebound.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Mavericks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Luka Doncic.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm, and that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
They get it again. Jones. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
He was all alone on that one.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Graham kicks to Jones. Teague the pass to Jones. Shoots over Marjanovic. Jones, no luck.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was into David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. takedowns, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close, we take a look back at our favorite moments on NBA 2K TV.
We're going to break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Let's take a look at Dallas. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs. And, of course, Portland, a couple spots below.
You know, right now, Dallas, seeing them where they are now, it's easy to forget just how awful they were a season ago. This is a team that's made major strides to lift themselves into the middle of the pack.
And credit goes to everyone, coaches, players, front office. I mean, they've all been determined to avoid a repeat of last season. The results speak for themselves.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3 slot. And for the Mavericks, Doncic out there with Curry. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4 spot. McCollum against Curry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Look at the fearlessness of McCollum. Smaller guard is willing to get whacked when he's going to the rack.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
One of the top 10 shooting guards in the NBA, C.J. McCollum. I mean, you wonder, though, could he be even better lined up as a point guard? I'm not sure. But his defense has been his shortcoming. The 6'3", his size, is better suited for the one. Great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Collins finds McCollum. Lillard, right side. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Yeah, Kevin. Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
Now here's Curry. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. See, Webb, you think about McCollum as a point guard. His assists have dropped 3 seasons running.
Yeah, Kevin, but that's because his role on this team is to score. I mean, he's so skilled. He can get other guys involved, but you want him putting it in the bucket. Who's a better option than him besides Dame Lillard? On another team, though, with the chance to start at point guard, I wouldn't mind seeing that adjustment.
Shot clock at 2. Nurkic can't hit.
You know, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
Doncic right side. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
and certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Lillard outside. Shoots over Doncic. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
All right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
And Doncic gets it to go.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
Lillard outside. Shoots from the line. It's rebounded by Dallas.
The setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
Here's Curry with the three, and the three ball is good. Hey, Chris, this year Pioneer Chuck Cooper inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. Long overdue, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, he was the first African-American player ever to be drafted. I mean, let's just think about that. Jackie Robinson of basketball. He paved the way, and what he endured, and his teammates, by the way, of all colors, is well documented. And I think the Celtics need to, and I think they will retire his number 11 and have it hang up in that famed Raptors of theirs over there.
I agree. Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith, and it's Wright in for Seth Curry. Here's Trent. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. To halt the run. No good that time. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Lillard, right side. Right side, Collins. The shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Portland again missing. Mavericks leading by 9. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Here's Trent. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Anthony drives in. The putback, and Collins is right there.
Love the heart that Collins is playing with. He makes use to give his all on the offensive glass.
Hardaway passes to Wright. He can't get that one. Good work defensively by Whiteside.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Trent passes to Whiteside. And Lillard kicks to Anthony. Back to Lillard. Second chance shot, and it's good off the glass. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
Superb form. Lillard has the mid-range shot on lockdown.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Mavericks lead by 9. The second quarter. Great team play, so key to winning. Damian Lillard broke down.
Be a star in your role. You know, I think
knowing your role and playing it so well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Trailblazers, Hezonja at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then it's Little, and it's Simons in at the 1.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful.
And 6 straight playoff appearances for the Blazers under Terry Stotts. Last season making the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, GA, and he was rewarded with a multi-year contract extension. He's done a great job developing their young players while also having them compete at a high level.
Right from outside. The rebound by Simons. Trailblazers trail by 9. Baseline jumper, and he nails the jumper. Trent's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget it.
Right inside. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Back to Barea. Dallas moving it around. Trent gets the bucket. Trent's got 4 this quarter.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, the Blazers boasting one of the game's elite backcourts in Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum. I mean, other than the Splash Brothers, these two have the most points and three-pointers of any duo over the last handful of seasons.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. Seth Curry comes in for J.J. Barea. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Anthony Simmons.
Well, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
And the Blazers used to stagger Lillard and McCollum's minutes. Chris, now they've embraced these two playing together more often.
Yeah, and they should, Kevin. I mean, they're both standing about 6'3", so defensively they give up a little height. But on their offensive end, the firepower that they bring to bear is something to watch.
Here's Marjanovic. Pass to Finney-Smith. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Marjanovic kicks to Finney-Smith. Marjanovic, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
McCollum passes to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. And the layup's good off the glass.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Porzingis is coming in for Maxi Kleber. And Doncic is subbed in for Burke.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
McCollum, no good. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. They've led by as many as 11 points. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. A rebound by Marjanovic.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
Now here's Little. Tight defense on him. Pass to Lillard. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
You better play up on Lillard at all times, especially when the pass is coming his way. You got to know he's ready to shoot once he catches it. That's number 2 on him already. A 3rd foul before the half, and he may be grabbing some pine.
Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
And here's McCollum for 3. Drills the three-pointer. McCollum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And the pass to Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Lillard outside. 35 seconds left in the second quarter. McCollum, no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. On the wing, Doncic. Off target from three-point range. McCollum with the ball. 5 points in the game. Lillard finds McCollum. Pulls from the top of the key. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you. Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 11 points and 1 rebound. And Kenny, that's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
They've got Porzingis. Curry is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 4 spot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. For the lead, offensive rebound.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
And Doncic gets it to go. Chris, of the guys you went against and played against, who would have benefited from today's style of play the most?
Oh, man, I got a few names. Billy Owens. Billy Owens, to me, was a guy like a Kevin Durant. No, he couldn't shoot like that, but he did everything on the floor for us there in Golden State. And I think in today, an open game for him where he could get going, oh, man, that would just be incredible. I also think of a guy like Detlef Schrempf. He could post up, he could pop and pick, he could shoot the ball deep, he could shoot off the dribble, finish on the break. Whatever you wanted, he could give it to you that way. And I think for both guys, that size, that sweet spot, 6'7", 6'8", but played like a little bit of a guard, those two guys come to mind.
Here's Curry with the 3, rebounded by Anthony. Anthony's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Trent. Another shot, kicks it out to Lillard. Pass to Trent. Shoots over Curry. Trent can't hit. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Trent passes to Lillard. He feeds it to Collins. Back to Lillard. Here's Trent, guarded by Curry. Elbow shot is on the way. Here's Whiteside. Doncic against Lillard. Outside Anthony. Second shot opportunity. And that one goes long.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Porzingis finds Curry. It's a hand on it. Porzingis on the foul. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Whiteside inside. He's against Porzingis. Lillard, the pass to Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
I like to see this Lillard patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
Here's Doncic. From beyond the arc and then some. Doncic has got 6 in the quarter.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Trent passes to Anthony. Right wing. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Outside Anthony. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Porzingis.
Yeah, way to play an attack mode and get to the line.
The Trailblazers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Jackson comes in for Hardaway. And Trey Burke subbed in for Curry. And yes, it's good.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Anthony drawing the double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Mavericks now. Mavericks leading by 6. There's the lob to Jackson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Burke the pass to Doncic. Here's Jackson. And here's Porzingis for a 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Azania.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
The Trailblazers have shot 50% from the line today. For 6. And he makes the first. A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. And Barea subbed in for Luka Doncic. Little, he's checked in for Portland. Dallas has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Burke the pass to Marjanovic. Now here's Burke. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Barea. And stolen by Hezonja. It's tipped. And Justin Jackson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Trailblazers have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts. And the first one drops. And good on the second, so he makes them both. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. We come back right after this.
Right now, we're playing 10.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th. At the 2 and the 3, McCollum and Little. Whiteside is out there with Nurkic, and it's Simons in at the point. Barea, no good. Trailblazers trail by 4. And it's Wright sending it back. And there's the foul. It's on Nasir Little. That's his first foul. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Portland. So it's the Mavericks now. They've led by as many as 11 points. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Oh, good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
Portland's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Simons, the pass to Whiteside. Here's Simons to the paint. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Ball stolen. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Barea finds Wright. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. And it's a 9-point Maverick lead.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Well, McCollum is a strong combo guard. Excels at whipping the ball over to his teammates.
For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Here's Barea. And the rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 7. It's McCollum with the drive. Whiteside and the jam by Whiteside.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Now here's Burke. He's covered closely. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. Finished off the break.
Oh, McCollum, he's a threat in transition. He excels at leaking out, and then he knows where to run in the open floor.
Up stop Burke. Down low. Marjanovic kicks to Burke. His first shot coming late. That one goes. Count it. And the Mavericks lead by 5. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. It's Whiteside, top of the key. Here's Simons. Burke covering. Back to McCollum. There's the 3. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Burke. Another 3 for Dallas.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
And it's right, sending it back. Simons, the pass to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. And the jam by Whiteside.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
And they're able to recover. Passes it to Wright. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Whiteside. Nice break. Here come the Trailblazers. McCollum with the ball. And it's Simons missing. And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. 6-point game. Here's Wright. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. Barea's got 3 assists in the game. Now the pass to Whiteside. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
Oh, yeah. Flexibility is crucial. You have to be able to take what the defense gives you.
And here we go with Anthony running it up the court, and it's good for 2. And now just a 4-point Maverick lead.
And such a huge play, guys. I mean, that's a 4-point swing possibly. Tremendous steal and conversion right there.
Almost unchallenged by the D. All he's got to do is convert the easy finish in the lane.
McCollum against Barea. McCollum outside. The tray. The shot off that time. And the Mavericks going the other way now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Got that one up quick. And now it's a 9-point Dallas lead.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And this is what guys play for. And when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
Pulls up. And Portland again with the bucket.
Now you got to respect the intelligence of McCullough, a pro at utilizing the pick and roll. You can't let him get into a comfort zone.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That'll be his second foul of the game. There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Lillard outside. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Welcome to this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
Here's Tatum and
You play 2K
all the time.
You act.
Yep. Oh yeah.
And now you have an album. Anything you can't do?
I can't lose to playing you.
So I just
the sprawling metropolis of Dallas. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Houston. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that. And of course, there's the Mavericks. They're 7th best in the conference.
And you know, for the Mavericks, I love what they've been able to do this season. Last year, really just a struggle for them, but they've clearly put that behind them.
Oh, they're a different team this year for sure. They've got that confidence, that drive back. That was missing for so much of last year.
And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. PJ Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3 spot. And for Dallas, you've got Luka Doncic. Also Seth Curry out there. Hardaway is out there with Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4 spot. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. Or as these two teams hang their hats on their three-point shooting.
They certainly do, Kevin. And the feeling in today's game is you can never have too much shooting. If you have got 5 guys on the floor at any given time, all of whom are a threat, boy, as a coach, what a luxury.
Hardaway with a wide-open look. Drains the three-pointer.
Boy, Hardaway Jr. off the bounce, the rise and fire. That's pretty.
Porzingis with the steal. Hardaway with it. Westbrook picks him up. Good on the bucket.
That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. 4-point game. There's the pass to House. A 3-ball. Another miss by Houston. The Mavericks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Here's Finney-Smith. Off target from outside. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Westbrook, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, if he decides to penetrate into the teeth of the defense, you know something exciting could happen.
Porzingis, that's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
And here's Harden for 3. Porzingis with the rebound. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's Curry. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Westbrook passes to Covington. House kicks to Westbrook. Tries a 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was played down in Houston.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
They were forced into tons of sloppy play, and I think they'll be looking to be more composed tonight.
5 on the clock. Back to Doncic. Beyond the arc. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Rockets trail by 6.
The numbers for Luka Doncic absolutely staggering. The only rookie ever to average over 20 points, 7 boards, and 5 assists.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
The 3 from Harden. Porzingis with the rebound. And such impressive poise and confidence for Luka Doncic, Doris. He's unfazed by the NBA.
I think it makes sense, Kevin, when you consider this young man has been playing as a pro and against men since the age of 16. And by 17, he was tearing up the EuroLeague. This guy was ready to make the leap.
And here is Doncic. James Harden getting it to go from deep.
Oh, my goodness. Russell Westbrook twice on the pipe sends that shot back. My goodness.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. DeLon Wright comes in for Curry. And it's Burke in for Luka Doncic. Damari Carroll's checked in for the Rockets. Dallas again missing. Houston's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. And a deep three from Harden. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. The Mavericks have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting.
Wow, that's the mobility of Porzingis gliding in for the finish.
Rockets trail by 4. Fires from deep. And James Harden hits from deep. Harden's got 12 points in the game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Fires it up. And it's Houston with another.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
From past the arc, buries it from three-point range.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Dallas.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And that one's good. Right.
They are just killing him on the interior.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Right side Hardaway. Great pass to set up the lay-in. He has 5.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
And it goes down 2 points.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Pass it to House. And so it's Dallas, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the... Russell Westbrook has surly disposition on the court, but he talked
throughout the years I've been trying to...
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for...
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
So for Dallas, their last game, a loss to the Nuggets. And Jeff Green, now a journeyman veteran in the NBA. You know what, Doris? He'll give you good production.
It doesn't matter, Kevin, where you seem to play this guy. Jeff Green finds a way to contribute. Listen, I know his three-point shooting can be hot and cold, but this guy is aware of when to look for it and when to move the basketball. 2 qualities you love.
And that's a foul called on J.J. Barea. That's his first foul. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis and stolen by Wright. Makes it off the glass. Wright's got the lead up to 12 now for Dallas.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Now here's McLemore, guarded by Wright. They kick it out to Green. Houston moving it around. 6 to shoot. Over Wright. The Rockets with another miss.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
A nice shot by Barea.
I'll tell you, don't let the diminutive size fool you. This guy is not intimidated and can get his shot in the painted area.
Clemens. Burke covering. Here's Clemens. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Burke, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And Barea has it in the corner. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. And a switch here also for Houston. Robert Covington's checked in for DeMarre Carroll. Covington dishes to McLemore. Pass to Rivers. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to McLemore. The Rockets again can't hit.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
You can see it, Doris, with some of these good teams trying to build momentum as we get closer to the postseason.
You seem to know and understand which teams are good on both sides of the basketball. Are they top 5 efficiency, offense and defense? And as you know, Kevin, if there's a player with a hot hand, that can really make a difference in round 1.
Absolutely. Over to the wing. Back to Kleba. Kicks to right. Barea, the pass to Marjanovic. Got a piece of it. Here's Barea, wide open. Again, the Mavericks score.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Right side, Covington. The pass to Clemens. Up and in on the layup.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
They grab their own miss. Here's Marjanovic. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. Outside, Green. And here comes the break. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Maxi Kleba. Seth Curry comes in for DeLon Wright. And Luka Doncic subbed in for J.J. Barea. Westbrook. It's rebounded by Dallas.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Dallas making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in. The 3 from Harden. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And defensively, you gotta respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
Here's Doncic. It's tipped. But he stays with it. Goes back up. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Rockets trail by 14. It's Westbrook with the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Westbrook's got his second bucket.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Passes it to Doncic. From the arc. And that one released in time, but no good.
I love that Russell Westbrook.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They are leading by 12. And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas? And that should do it with the...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
They've got Seth Curry. He's out there with Doncic. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4 slot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half. And so it's Houston with it. Rockets trail by 12.
We know this about the Dallas Mavericks. They will put every piece of data and information to use in terms of trying to get an advantage. Think about it, guys. They are now doing blood tests, trying to head off injury for their players. They believe this gives them a clearer picture into the overall health of their athletes.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Harden surveying the D. Left side, Covington. For three, Westbrook.
Well, this is the kind of effort you want to see from Luka Doncic. We know how good he is offensively. Right there playing solid D.
Curry kicks to Porzingis. Takes the three. Good for the fifth time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And Doris, those blood tests you were talking about, always subject to player permission. They want to honor player privacy.
I think you have to, Kevin, and most of the Mavs have embraced it. These tests have the ability to measure almost 50 biomarkers. As an athlete, you're always trying to stay in peak form. As an organization, you're always trying to manage appropriately their workloads.
It's Harden with the drive. Curry with some nice D. Dallas leading by 13. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Curry against Harden. Over Curry. And the shot is long.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And a change for the Rockets. Carroll's checked in. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That'll be his second foul of the game. Doris, basketball continues to gain in popularity around the world, doesn't it? It's amazing to me.
It does. Adam Silver, the commissioner, has said, I believe we can be the #1 spot in the world. Obviously, they'd have to overcome the soccer, and that's popularity. But think about this, Kevin, how inclusive a game basketball is. And the love spans across gender, race, ethnicity, religious affiliation. And the best part about the game of basketball is this, Kevin. When you're growing up and trying to get better, you need a ball, you need a hoop, and you need you, and you don't need anything else.
That is so well said. Dallas making a switch here. Berea's checked in, and the Rockets making a change here as well. Jeff Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Doncic has got his second bucket of the game to go. Clemens, Burke covering. Here's Clemens. The offensive rebound, and Green is right there.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
He has a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. But players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. Marjanovic. Here's Doncic, and the bank shot is good. Doncic has got 7 points for the quarter.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
And you look at Luka Doncic, 6'7", about 220 Doris. Is he a point guard? A point forward? I mean, where's he fit?
Well, I think in today's modern NBA, where we talk about positionless basketball, he's the perfect fit regardless of where you put it. He can defend wings, he can defend forwards, and offensively, you want him to be in command of the basketball.
Pass to McLemore. Clemens, Burke covering.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
The Rockets shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And typically, a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And he knocks down the first one. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Dallas. Houston also making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. And James Harden has subbed in for DeMarre Carroll.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
So the wing on the left, out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Rockets trail by 16. Pass to McLemore. Houston moving it around. On the wing, Harden. He's got 17. Releases. The Rockets with another miss.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Doncic. And Doncic is right there. Doncic has got 9 points now in just the second half.
What a gifted natural scorer is Luka Doncic. Nice looking shot.
And you can see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Back to Wright. With some arc. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the small forward. Here's Harden. Count it from 12. Harden's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Rockets.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Finney-Smith passes to Wright. Here's Finney-Smith. James Harden with the rebound. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Tim Hardaway picks one up. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for DeLon Wright. Here's Harden, and that one good. Harden's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Back to Doncic. Pop pass to Porzingis. Stolen by Tucker. Harden against Doncic. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Harden. Westbrook against Doncic. And Curry has it in the corner. Up again. Porzingis kicks to Curry. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. From deep. Harden missing again.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
Curry finds Porzingis. Back to Curry. There's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Harden, and there it is for him. Harden's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Here's Porzingis. Knocked loose. Stolen by Tucker. And it's Houston on the break. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Russell Westbrook.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
On the wing, Hardaway. Banked in off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 13. Very interesting, Doris, to see how these NBA players that come into the league looking one way physically and they leave looking another way. They change their bodies over the course of their career.
Kevin, you talked about this earlier. These players commit to their season over the course of 365 days. Virtually no offseason. Think about the reigning MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who adds 50 pounds of muscle from the time he enters the NBA. Or the other side of the equation, right? A Yusuf Nurkic or a Marc Gasol who drop weight, Kevin, to enhance their quickness and their stamina. These guys are so committed.
They are. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. Dallas making a switch here. Kleber's checked in. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. Harden outside from deep three-point range. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Curry dishes to Hardaway. Doncic outside. From deep. The long-distance three is good.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Mavericks.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
This team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Porzingis.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Covington trying to break free.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And here are the Rockets now, trailing by 13. Lets the three fly. Nailed from three-point land.
Clemens.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point range, offensive rebound Mavericks. Now, here's Doncic. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean,